me just a second here. Hope you enjoyed the music. Hello to everybody and welcome to the first number one. You're number one. You're first. Autography and photography. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. So to everybody that is just popping in, I am Brandy. I almost forgot my name for a second, but I am Brandy, otherwise known as the Terrific Lady. And I would like to welcome you to the first official Retro Horror School night class, also known as AKA Watch Party. Yes, thank you for letting me know. Because sometimes people's names are different on YouTube than they are on Threads or other social media. But welcome to everybody. So today, we are going to be celebrating the theatrical release of John Carpenter's The Thing by watching it together. So The Thing was released on this day, 44 years ago, on June 25th, 1982. And this is what is called a sync your own copy watch party, which means that I'm not going to be showing it on screen for copyright reasons, but I do have a link pinned up at the top of the chat, just in case you do not have your own copy. It will be available to watch there. It is on archive.org. So what is going to be happening is, I know some copies of the movie have the Universal logo before it, but make sure that your copy is ready to go and pause right at 00, so before the opening credits of the movie even start. So that's where we're going to have it paused. And we are going to press play together at 6:30. I'll give a 5-minute warning at 6:25, so make sure that you have your drinky. I got my drinky. Make sure you got your snacky. I got my snacky. So make sure you have all that, plus the movie, ready to go. At 6:25, I'll give the 5-minute warning. And then at around 6:30, then I will start a 5-second countdown. I'll press play. If you need it, I've got the movie timestamp right here. So that way you will always know. Whenabouts we are in the movie. And if anybody has any questions or wants to make any comments during the movie, so this is almost just like we're sitting together watching it on the couch, except that we're hundreds and maybe even thousands of miles away, just depending on where you're at. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so super excited. This is the very first Retro Horror School night class, aka Watch Party. And I am ready to go. So let me ask some questions here for anybody who is just joining us or who is just tumbling in here. I am very curious to know if this is a first-time watch for you. So is The Thing a first-time watch for you, or is it a rewatch? For me, it's a multiple times rewatch. I've watched it I can't even count really how many times I watched this movie. I really can't. And it is raining, so hopefully my internet connection stinks. So hopefully I stay steady. So yeah, is the thing a first time watch for you or a rewatch? As you can tell, it has been a while since I've done any live streaming of the live streaming capacity. Because I'm rambling off into nowhere. Oh God, okay. I thought I had my mic muted at first. That's also a common thing too. So if you suddenly hear me go silent, it's probably because of the fact that yeah. It's the polar opposite here. The end of a heat wave here in the UK. Hoping watching this will cool me down. Oh my gosh, yeah. I heard that the UK and Europe is they're going through a massive heat wave right now. And I don't know if it's true or not, but from what I heard, that not a lot of, I guess, apartments and houses in Europe and the UK have a lot of air conditioning. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong there. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the thing's the perfect movie to watch in a heat wave. Up to 35 degrees Celsius. Oh boy. Well, math, I'm going to have to convert that to Fahrenheit. So let me get out my trusty calculator. Nope, we're going to get one soon though. Nice. Oh my god. Well, over here, 35 degrees Celsius is it's a whopping 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is it's hot. That's all I'll just say. Hot. HOT hot. But yeah, the thing's a perfect. It's a perfect movie to watch during a heat wave. And for anybody who wants to know just about the special things that YouTube members get, well, everybody gets access to the streams. So anytime that I do a live thing, you get access to that. And then members get access to the live watch party schedule. They also get their own little YouTube post that has a watch party handout to go with it with little notes and questions. So they get the cool little behind the scenes goodies. So that is what YouTube members get if anybody is interested in getting a YouTube membership. I think the join button is I'm pointing right below this live stream, this night class. So let me get into a little bit of talking points here and talk about, well, why The Thing? Why John Carpenter's The Thing, besides the fact that it was released 44 years ago on June 25th, 1982? Well, I felt that this film was the perfect film to launch Retro Horror School Night Class because I am very biased, but I think it is not only the greatest horror film ever made, I think it's the greatest film ever made. Again, I am completely 100% biased. And it is such a fun movie to watch with people. I love watching John Carpenter's The Thing with people. So tonight's question that we're going to be focusing on is very simple. So, who do you trust as far as in this movie goes? Who do you trust? And when exactly does that trust break? Because the creature or the thing in and of itself is terrifying. It is very terrifying. But what makes this movie special, what makes this movie very special, is how trust is broken down to where you cannot even trust what you see. You can't trust the people around you. You can't trust even just bodies, because who the hell knows who the hell knows where the thing is or what it even looks like, because the thing, the creature, is just different every time we see it. It's insane. The practical effects in this movie are also completely insane, done by the amazing Rob Bottin, which I believe that he was, I want to say that he was in his early 20s. I don't remember his exact age. I think 23. Don't quote me on that, but it was just it's a brilliant, twisted genius when it comes to the special effects in John Carpenter's The Thing. Plus, the story of The Thing is it's just very simple, straightforward, well paced. A lot of people consider John Carpenter's The Thing a cosmic horror. So just the idea of it being an alien species, and then how even knowledge of, say, you're able to burn the thing to slow it down and kind of disperse the ashes, but even knowing things like that can not help you. So cosmic horror is just basically the oh my god, we're doomed kind of genre of horror. So people consider that The Thing cosmic horror. Some people consider it a body horror film. Very fair. Others consider it a sci-fi horror film. I consider it probably a mix of all three. So it is a cosmic body sci-fi horror film to me. That's what I always considered it as. Yeah, I kind of wish we were in the middle of a heat wave, or that it was snowing instead of raining. But yeah, so there's weather happening outside. It's all of them. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It is a sci-fi excuse me, sci-fi cosmic body horror film. And I'm thinking here that if I was at Outpost 31 and all that stuff was going on, I am trying to figure out who I would trust first. So I'm thinking here. The easy answer is McCready. Now, the easy answer, I think, is McCready. I don't know if I'd want to give the easy answer because it's not in me to give the easy answer. Who would I trust first? I love the character of Gary, so probably I would trust Gary first because he took control of the situation from the get go. He was the one that shot the crazy Norwegian whenever they first came to camp. That is who I would trust first. Later on, probably McCready. It's told from his point of view, so a bit biased. I always consider this movie to be more of like we're a fly on the wall in this situation. It's almost like Outpost 31 in a way is an experiment, and we're just pretty much the people watching kind of what's going on under the dome. Alistair, welcome! Welcome! We are discussing who we would trust first at Outpost 31. And just a little bit of housekeeping, just like before then, make sure that you have your copy of your movie, wherever you have it. Make sure that you have it paused right before the intro credits start. So like a 00. And YouTube members, they get like an extra little fun handout with watch notes. They get their own little behind the app, as you can tell, just I can't talk, but they get their own little post to discuss the watch party after, and they get access to any future watch party, the watch party movie schedule. And I actually got this working, which is a surprise. What are you doing? Please. What does it say here? Currently, keyframes are not being sent. I have it set, so I don't know. Bleh. There's a 4-minute claymation version of this movie with rabbits. Yeah, that's also one thing that I want to mention here. The Thing is so heavily ingrained in pop culture that you have things like that. And you could definitely see the influence of The Thing in movies like The Faculty. So, especially the blood test scene. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the blood test scene in The Faculty is a definite influence. The Thing has also spawned a prequel, which came out in 2011. There's an episode of Doctor Who with David Tennant that I have to wonder if that was influenced by The Thing. It's where they're on that planet where Donna stays at the spa, and David Tennant is on like this train type thing. And then there's this creature, they don't know what it is, and everybody's getting paranoid. Yeah, The Thing, so heavily ingrained in pop culture. This movie, on its release, midnight. Oh, that's the name of the episode. Cool. Midnight, yes. I have to wonder if it was influenced by The Thing, because I heavily believe that it is. It is, yes. I've kind of been rewatching Doctor Who lately. I got AMC Plus. But for a movie just to be so pushed to the side when it was released 44 years ago on this day, June 25th, 1982, for it to be so pushed to the side, for it to be so critically panned. John Carpenter is famously called pornographer of violence. The movie was dismissed as instant junk. And now he's got the last laugh. Ha! Peter Capaldi's Doctor had an episode in an Arctic station, very much thing coded. Oh, wasn't there also like a season 2 of True Detective that was pretty much inspired by the thing? I've got great taste. Very alien coded as well. Worst Christmas episode ever. Yeah, I've heard they got Doctor Who on pause. Hey, let me go ahead and repeat the watch party instructions for everybody as a reminder or for people who are just coming in. So make sure that your movie is paused at the very beginning. We're going to be pressing play together. I'll do like a 5-second countdown before we press play. So if you fall behind, don't do not worry. I have the movie timestamp right here, so you will always know where we're at in the movie, just in case things glitch or go wrong. I'm very positive, though, that things will not. I got my drinky right here, and I got my snacky right here. So make sure that you have your drinkies and your snackies. Oh, and yeah, I am not going to be showing any movie footage on stream for obvious copyright reasons. So that's why this is a bring your own copy watch party. And I will be making comments and asking questions periodically. Oh, yeah, yes. The thing that I would probably ask or not ask, tell you all is to have fun. Have fun, whether this is your first time seeing the movie or whether this is your hundred thousand millionth time seeing this movie. Oh man, it's midnight and no work tomorrow. Yes, that is fabulous. Fabulous. I I have quite a few people in what I like to call the Terror Tribe, the Terrific Lady Terror Tribe, in Retro Horror School, that are from the UK. So I was trying to pick a good time for the UK people, and then also for the US audience. So I figured that around 6:30 here would be good. I did finally get my wife to watch it last October, and she hated it. Oh, she hated it. It is. It really is. So I just tried pick. I picked the best time for everybody, and if anybody happens to miss it, well, the live thing will be up for after the fact, and they'll get to watch the thing and follow along with the questions and the commentary after. Did you ask her every year or something? Hey, we are 5 minutes away from the start of the movie. 5 minutes away from heading to Antarctica. Ooh. Make sure that you are prepared and ready to go. Pretty much. Oh, Ian, you said you have a drink. Do you have a snack as well? And Alistair, do you have a drink and a snack with you for movie watching? I usually eat popcorn whenever I watch movies, but tonight I'm eating a little bit of Chex Mix. Spicy dill pickle Chex Mix. It's a new flavor. It's spicy. I'm getting more spicy than the pickle. Pita and hummus. Ooh, I love hummus. Apple juice now, but the whiskey is coming after I'm out of work. Well, apple juice kind of looks like whiskey, I guess. So you can pretend that it's that until you get to drink your whiskey. I think in the movie McCready drinks scotch, if I remember correctly. Ooh, what type? Yes, so we're asking what type of uh well, McCready, I know it's like J and B. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're getting like super super cozy. We got our alcohol. Well, I don't have alcohol. You all have your alcohol. Okay, we are at the 2 minute warning. So make sure that you have your copies of the thing ready. At 6:30, I will do a 5 second countdown. Can you drink in cinemas in the U.S.? Yeah, certain theaters do have alcohol. You just have to be of age. But yes, not every theater does have an alcohol license. Mainly the ones that serve dinner in addition to concessions. All right, guys, we are at the 1 minute warning. Cheaper to pregame at the Applebee's next door. I hear ya. I hear ya. Okay. Okay, y'all. We are at 6:30. I'm going to do the 5 second countdown. And when I say play, then you press play. Okay? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Just this open. Fantastic. one of the few movies directed by John Carpenter where he did not come up or do the entirety of the score. Cue ominous drone. Oh yeah, Mad Apple, welcome, welcome. The movie timestamp is down at the very bottom, so that way you know exactly where we're at. We literally just started, but welcome on in. Directed by John Carpenter. Okay, I maintain that if they cut this beginning part out, where the UFO crashed into Antarctica, then we would have really been like, okay, what the hell's going on? Space, the final frontier. And then John Carpenter's oh, these beginning where the thing burns. All right, all right. Yeah, people definitely feel free to chat. Definitely chat, ask questions. It's just like we're watching the movie next to each other on the couch. So there's the heartbeat, the music heartbeat. I appreciate when movies assume we're smart enough to catch on. That's what John Carpenter does with a lot of his films, ambiguity. He doesn't spell everything out. He's just like, okay, I'm going to assume that you're paying attention here and that you get it. So that's kind of the contract that he enters in with us with every film that he does. Besides The Ward. I have my thoughts on The Ward, but I made a video about that in case anybody wants to check it out. The Ward. Up. There's the dog. So we got the dog running. And to me, this is like a perfect start because you're like, okay, well, why are these weirdos shooting at this dog? Like, why? Why are they shooting at this dog? They're a horrible shot. But then, of course, they're scientists, so. Yep. Jed. Jed. That was the name of that dog, Jed. Okay, so we're now at Outpost 31. So things are getting started here. Here he is. Oh, it's not scotch, it's whiskey. Okay. J and B whiskey. That's what McCready's drinking. Yeah, I agree with you there. um, Probably not. I would go stir crazy. I would go stir crazy if I had to live in like an enclosed space for a long period of time. Like if you end up going to Antarctica, like on these research bases, you have to have massive psychological and I think psychiatric evaluations in addition to physical exams. I hate people. I hate people in general, so no. I'd probably last maybe for a month and I'd be like, I'm out. No. Yeah, I heard things are crazy expensive up there. Who is y'all's favorite dude at Outpost 31? Oh no, here comes the grenades. So now they're gonna throw grenades badly now. Oh god. These Norwegians need to learn how to shoot and throw grenades. He also smokes a lot of pot. So you could probably hit him up for some pot anytime you wanted. Uh Here he goes, blowing up his helicopter. Jesus. Oh, do you think that knowing what the Norwegians said, do you think that would make the movie less scary? I always find it more scary because of the language barrier, because he's obviously saying something they're probably just like, what the hell is he talking about? Oh, what's going on there? Let me get drunk. I just got shot. Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially back in the 80s. Mad Apple, especially back in the 80s. Yeah, definitely not understanding adds to the mystery. And of course, if you've seen this movie 100 times before, then you know what's already going to happen. But yeah, for a first time watcher, especially, not adding, not understanding what he's saying adds to the mystery. Doggy. That's what I want to do. That's what I would want to do. I just want to be like in charge of all the dogs. That would be like my dream job. And goddamn week of winter. Like, here we go. Yeah, yeah. Ugh. I would not want to be in Antarctica with all that stuff going on. No. Yeah, Copper does have a nose ring. It's just harder to see on the older copies of the movie. Yeah, yes, nose ring. Kind of interesting. A doctor having a nose ring. Yeah, I still don't know why he has a nose ring. That's just so weird. To me, anyway. Palmer, they are not going to let you take them up in a helicopter when you're high on pot. McCready's like, really? You're gonna ask me to fly up with this? Really? He'd be called, but he'd also be high. No, and it could possibly, I didn't think like too much about it. Other than I thought it was just like a fashion choice or something like that. But yeah, it could possibly be. Yeah. And I love it when it pans down to the dog. It's just like the dog under the table. And it's just like, okay, why does he keep panning down to that dog? Ha! There's the sombrero. Okay, there. Finally downloaded and caught up. Okay. The um the timestamp for the movie is on the screen. So if you're plus or minus a few seconds, then that's no big deal. But yeah, glad that you were able to join us, Apple. We're superstitious. That is on the wall. We're superstitious. And they could not pick a more just like, on the nose song to play. Very superstitious. Here's that dog. We have this dog just walking down the hall very quietly. Who do you all think got infected first? So the dog went into the room where there was a shadow on the wall. Who got infected first, do you think? Oh, of course, I got something in my eye. Oh, God. Of course. I'm not winking at everybody. I got something in my eye. Woo! No, yeah, you're right. It isn't one of the actors, but we're led to believe that it's one of the men at Outpost 31. For some reason, they made it look like Norris, the uh, the guy with kind of like the poofy hair. Oh, what have I got in my eyeball? It's like stinging. I hate it like when my eyes just like slowly start stinging. Hey, Sweden. They're not Swedes back. They're Norwegian. Think. Makes you wonder how the thing would react to simulate someone super high on weed, like it gets confused and tries to absorb Kurt Russell at dinner in front of everybody. Oh shit, I forgot you were here. Now, the Norwegian camp, is filmed on the set of the burnt out remains of U.S. Outpost 31. So that way they didn't have to build a whole new set. Man, if I had an easy route to get out of Antarctica, the first the first time I would see that pile of bodies like outside of the Norwegian camp, I'd be like, "Nope, I'm out." But then the movie would end like 20 minutes in. Yeah, Lone Pair, welcome, welcome. Okay, if you see the movie timestamp on screen, that will let you know where we are in the movie. So right now we are about almost 20 minutes in. Outpost 31 is now investigating the remains of the Norwegian camp. Yeah, I have the timestamp so that way, because I know people will come in late, so that way they could jump in at any time. Cool, cool, awesome. Yep, John Carpenter knew how to work with kind of, I don't want to say mediocre budgets, but kind of middle of the road budgets. Okay, little pair, we'll see you in a bit. And then that's where they noticed that they dug something out of the ice. We don't know what yet. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Even if I don't care too much for a movie, I appreciate all the work that went into it, for sure. Yeah, what is that? I don't want to know what it is. That is why I would survive a horror movie. Because if I just saw a giant pile of human like thing, weird, melty face things, I'd be like, look, I don't want to know what it is. I don't care to know what it is. I'm catching the next flight out of here. Bye. Oh, so now it's focused on the dog again. So the dog's like looking out the window. It's almost kind of like glaring in a way because it knows that they're getting closer to finding out what's what. Yeah, that'd probably stink. That body would probably stink. You would definitely be like windburned for sure. No, Blair, you don't have to start any autopsies. We don't want to know what it is. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have tan lines and perfectly blowed out hair. Well, Kurt Russell just naturally has just beautiful hair and a long flowing beard, so he's probably the exception. Split face, split melty face. That dog's standing in the doorway, just kind of glaring at him now. No drugs, no alcohol. He just went cuckoo. God, these special effects, they just looked all real and gross and gooey and nasty. So it looks like that he's actually doing an autopsy. I just love the fact that John Carpenter, he just casts like normal looking dudes, like or and just normal looking people in general, like people that you would just see like out and about in your town. That's another thing I always appreciated about like a John Carpenter film. Oh man, yeah. If I was stuck down at an Antarctic base, I'd bring like all my physical media with me. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Apple. He doesn't look all glammed up. Do they copy Alien and just use actual body parts? Well, funny story. Not exactly a funny story, but with the success of Alien, the thing was shelved for like a long time. But with the success of Alien in 1979, then studios are just like, oh, okay. Audiences are wanting kind of like R-rated sci-fi horror films, so let's get at it. I maintain that this movie should have never been released in June. Why would you release a horror movie that's set in Antarctica in June? I would have released it like in October, November maybe. Even January would have been a good month to release it, I think. Oh no. For a long time, I could not watch the dog kennel part. I would have to fast forward through it because I love dogs. And so it still like bothers me, but I don't have to forward through it anymore. I just can't stand hearing dogs whine. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so we're about almost 30 minutes in and we got something starting. Oh. Yeah, the dogs know what's what. Oh my god. There's like, get me the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, this is gross. This is so gross. Oh. 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 Oh, poor baby. Oh. That dog got infected. Clark, get your butt down to that kennel. Clark. Oh my god, Clark. Yeah, let's just leisurely stroll when you hear just a bunch of weird noises and your dog's barking. Yeah, I'm just gonna leisurely stroll to the kennel. Those dogs are like, we're out. Hey, McCree thought he was just gonna have a nice night getting drunk. Nope, you're not gonna have a nice night at all. It's in there, weird, pissed off, whatever it is. It's weird and pissed off. If someone was the flamethrower, there's shit going down. Yep. Damn alien invasions. Oh God. Oh God, this is gross. I just love the looks on their faces. They're like, to be fair, that's how I'd be too. Oh, those poor dogs. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Clark, you had to shoot that dog. He was already gone. Oh God, it looks so gooey and nasty. Oh my gosh. They're like, come on, child. Before it could get up there. Oh God, this thing's gross. All like the multiple eyeballs and stuff in it. The teeth flower. No, you just don't flamethrower it once. You flamethrower it until it's dust. You flamethrower the crap out of that thing. Oh, so now we're doing the nasty dog autopsy. I don't know who first got infected, but I maintain that Blair got infected after this autopsy. Whenever he was touching the pencil to his lips, like he pointed at the body with the pencil, and he touched like the pencil eraser to his lips. I think that's what he got infected. That's the point where I just burn the whole place down, lie down in the snow to die. Never mind the next hour plus trying to survive. I think too, though, it's inherently like in us as humans to want to survive, even if the situation seems hopeless. Yeah, no, he's not. I don't get it. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna touch this nasty ass thing and then put the pencil to my lips. Ugh. Yes, I can eat a snack during the thing. What of it? How suspicious do you think Clark is acting right now? Is he being very suspicious or only a little suspicious? Yeah, yeah. Bye bye, time for Apple. That's when the Norwegians are like, let's dig this up. See, science always causes every problem. I mean, in horror movies, not in real life. If something's buried under the ice, no, leave it alone. Max putting his sombrero on. He means business. And that was a matte painting. Whenever they were looking at the place that was getting dug up. So cool the way they were able to do those big matte paintings to make it look like it was part of the landscape or whatever setting they were trying to do. It's really cool. I don't know. I'd say I nope out, but I think it would be really hard to nope out if you were in Antarctica. Like, I don't think there's like a lot of flights that are going in and out of that place. 100,000 years old. So this thing's been in the ice for 100,000 years. I love the blue lighting that's used in this film too. Gods, man. Practically, oh, it's South America. They talk Incas everything they know. He smokes pot and has conspiracy theories about aliens. treat McCree like the expert. He's like, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Ask the scientist. So Blair's looking at the little computer simulation. Probability that one or more team members may be infected by an intruder organism 75%. Ah, that's very high odds. That's not what you want to hear. Projection. If intruder organism reaches civilized areas, entire world population affected 27,000 hours from first contact. I have that computer screen as an LED like light thing. It's not on right now, but I have that computer screen as an LED light thing back on my wall. Chat GPT 80s version. Just help me with math and percentages. Hey, in the movies, they exist. You have to suspend a little disbelief. Or you have to suspend a little belief. Or I don't know. Words. You suspend belief. Yeah, that's what I would go for. Yeah. I just want to get up to my shack and get drunk. That's all I want to do. It's just like, I just want to get drunk until I pass out. Leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. Yeah, I'm with Windows. Let's burn it. Let's burn it. Burn it. I'm with Windows. Why haven't you burned it? Nobody ever listens to the rational, intelligent person. But then Windows is always like a paranoid. He's a paranoid type of character, and you tend to just like be like, and you tend to just be like the paranoid characters. Oh, there they go again. Yeah. His baseline, Windows baseline of operation was paranoia, like right from the start. Maybe like a low level kind of paranoia, but yeah. Yeah, Apple is not going to give you what you want. He hasn't slept in 2 days. So your activity, these bird remains. Not dead yet. And then the McCree's like, oh God. So you can't kill it by burning it. You can't kill it by shooting it. You can't kill it by yeah, you can't kill it by shooting it. You can't kill it by burning it. You can't kill it by freezing it to death. Yeah, I could just imagine, yeah, an influencer down in Antarctica. Oh my God. Today we are down here and there's an alien shapeshifting organism. Yep, just nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. This is the turning point of the whole movie. This is when they realize now that this is not just a creature they're dealing with. They're dealing with something that could look like them. Oh God, this scream. I guess burning's the quickest way to stop it in the moment, but it's not going to kill it. Poor Gary. Gary lost his BFF. Well, your friend is now a burned shape shifting organism. I feel about that. He's not your friend anymore. He's not your BFF. He's done. He's done. Step back so I can burn it. 5 innings. Sorry, you got turned into a shape shifting alien. Blair's going cuckoo. Blair's cheese has slid off his cracker. I wouldn't want to be the leader in this kind of situation. Everybody be looking to me to make decisions. I don't want to decide. I'll be in a minute. And he runs off. I don't think just a leather bomber jacket is going to keep you warm in Antarctica. is it Blair building? If we think that Blair is infected by this time, which I maintain he is, he's infected. I don't know if he's fully turned. I maintain that he probably fully turned whenever he was locked in the shed. And then that's when he started building his UFO. Yeah. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but that's what I've always thought. And Blair destroyed the helicopter. I think it's the helicopter. Yeah, the helicopter. What a jerk. Well, not really. He kind of had to do it to save humanity. Because you don't want anybody, if they're potentially getting affected, taking the helicopter and getting to the mainland. Blair's got a gun. Yes, it was Blair. Or at least that's what I always thought. I wonder how Blair was able to just destroy it and then get back here so fast and destroy like all this. He must have been booking it. Oh no, all the doggies are dead. Oh god, that is creepy. That is so creepy that you would know it was happening while it was happening. To be us. And Blair's now destroying all the communications thing. Yeah, his heart attack. Dang, Blair's just throwing everybody around. Oh, all the doggies are dead. No. Oh God, no. I wonder if the thing like starts to like makes you expire, so that way you would already be dead before you realize that you were turning. That's what I would hope, because I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to know that I was turning. That would be horrible. I don't know who to trust. Okay, so we're at a timestamp check. We are now at 55 minutes and 53 seconds. Oh man, whatever they shot Blair up with, it's already affected him because he was just kind of mumbling. Morphine, I think, is what they shot him up with. Imitation. Perfect imitation. How would you know if it was really me? I'd be like, oh God, gee, thanks, Childs. Thank you, Childs. You could have just kept your mouth shut. Childs should not have said that. Now it's just gonna make them even more paranoid. I'm gonna get Kirsten at Durg. Yeah, we need the crazy guy who just tried to pretty much kill everybody. Yeah, let's just let him out. Oh, who do you think got to the blood? Who are your guesses on who got into the cabinet and destroyed all the blood? Yeah, I always thought it was too easy for it to be Copper or Gary. Because remember, Windows dropped the keys in the storage room. So anybody could have gotten to them. I like that. I return it right away. And they're all just fighting with each other. Oh, there goes Windows. Oh, okay, Alistair. Thank you for joining in. You have a great night, and this video will be going up, and so hopefully you'll be able to kind of sync it with the rest of the movie. Now, I love Gary. I love Gary. To me, this shows he's a good leader because he was willing to give up his leadership so that way someone else could take over. Yeah. Hmm. Like Norris is just like, no, I'm not doing it. Now we got McCready taking the officially 100% taking the reins on everything. And it seems like everybody's pretty cool with them, except for Childs. But to be fair, Childs seems to be giving everybody the side eye right now. Yep. Nope. 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 I'm good. McCready's just like, you better do what I say. You better do what I say. I am not playing around. I mean, giving up power and the gun is pretty 5D chess if he is the thing. But does he know he's the thing? If we're going off of the theory, the fact that they don't know when they're being assimilated, this is all mind blowing. He's doing a real fine job, Doc. We're gonna shoot you up with drugs. I think it was really smart for McCready to record like his thoughts. Oh yes, it did. It did. I always kind of wondered, and I still like wonder why he chose to record over Nobody Trusts Anybody Now. We're all very tired. Oh yeah, this is such a good shot. Now we got the lights going out in the lab. Oh yeah, for sure, Apple, for sure. What do you think? What do you think happened to Fuchs? Do you think Fuchs? Do you think that the thing got to Fuchs and then Fuchs burned himself? Oh, so now suspicions fall into McCready because his clothes are outside. Huh. Stop fighting, guys. Come on. Now they're going out to where Blair is. I would probably, okay, going back to the tape recording Apple. I think it probably the if I had to guess, if he's leaving those tapes for whoever is going to find Outpost 31 after all this happens, um, I would probably think that he would want people to believe what was going on, right? Because if he left, nobody trusts anybody now, and we're all very tired. It would make this unbelievable thing seem even less believable if you left that in there. No, maybe that'd be my best guess, though. Yeah, like maybe Fuchs. I always maintain that Fuchs knew because the thing attacked him. He's like, "Oh shit," and then he just decided to end himself. Yeah, exactly. Someone's been up in McCready's shack messing with this stuff. Yeah, I don't think at this point McCready's even remotely the thing because the thing has been doing a lot of stuff to try and throw suspicion on McCready, like with the clothes and the light on in the shack, things like that. Oh, I got the hiccups. Nope. Oh, so Norris is starting to. I think here is where Norris is starting to be assimilated because he was kind of in pain as he was taking off that flamethrower. So some people maintain that Norris has a pacemaker. So that's why he's having all this pain because the thing can't replicate inorganic material. No, not McCready. That's what it wants to pit us against each other. I love the paranoia that just goes back and forth just between everybody. Wow, they were willing just to let McCready freeze out there. True, Apple. Very true. Okay, timestamp. We are currently at 1 hour and 12 minutes. 1 hour, 12 minutes, 51 seconds. That's a boss move. McCree's like, I got this dynamite. I got this flare. I will boom boom all of y'all if you don't back off. Boom, boom, boom. Don't you be messing with the boom with the guy who's going boom, boom, boom. Don't you be messing with the guy holding the dynamite. Oh, now Norris is now Norris has had a heart attack. Oh god, McCree's probably has to start a frostbite because he's kind of like trying to get some movement and warmth back into his hand. Okay, so this part coming up is one of the most infamous jump scares. I was freaked out whenever I first saw this because I was not expecting it. How about y'all? Oh, good. Poor Doc. Poor Copper. He's trying to do his job and then he gets his arms chopped off. But then Copper doesn't get assimilated because he's dead. There's something left to assimilate. Uh, uh. Oh, this is so gross. Rob Bottin, pretty wild mind. How he came up with all these, I will never know. Now you got a head with a fucking like licorice tongue, like you know. Yes, I'm a potty mouth when it comes to watching horror movies because I'm just like, oh god. Yeah, it's like a crab spider like thing. Oh, then another infamous line. Gotta be fucking kidding. I'd be like that too. I'd be like, I got in mind for everybody to shut up. Oh, really? I'm not gonna blow you up. Yeah, Clark. McCready ain't playing. Yeah, I know. The studio should have just left it alone. Like, and just let the people cook and do the practical effects. Oh, well, rest in peace, Clark. He shouldn't have tried that. He shouldn't have tried that. Because I think it would give it a whole different effect. Up, oh, blood test, blood test. Everybody's cracking up right now, I think. Trust is hanging on by a thread right now. What? What the heck? Hold on. I think I hit a button. Sorry about that. I certainly hit a button and it like jumped to another screen. So I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't understand why they had to cut their thumbs. Like all why can't you just like cut your palm and just like go like that? Why did Windows cut his thumb like that? Ugh. Okay, we are now at 1 minute, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 58 seconds. I'd be like that too. I'd be like, "Am I the thing? Am I the thing? Oh my god!" This blood test idea is amazing. Oh my gosh, such a cool way to build up suspense. Windows is clear. He's not the thing. Now I'll show you what I already know. You shush, child. So McCready's not the thing. Copper wasn't infected. Now let's see if Clark was. It was self-defense. It was self-defense. Oh, now he's gonna test Palmer. It still gets me. Palmer's the thing. Yeah, I'd be freaking out right about now if I was tied up next to him on that couch. No! Poor Windows. He just froze. I just love this. Everybody's freaking out so much. This guy, this stunt guy who was ever doing it, he had to have been wearing a very thick, like kind of fireproof suit. Look how like bulked up it is. I love how McCready burned Palmer 3 times, took a stick of dynamite, threw it, and blasted him. I think you're right, Ian. I think you're right. They gotta burn windows. Knowles is okay. So Knowles is not the thing. No, they're testing Childs. Childs is okay. I love the look on Gary's face. It's just like, I am so done with all of this. And Gary's okay. Gentlemen have been through a lot at the time, but they're not spend the rest of this winter tied to this. Very fair outburst, Gary. Another iconic line. Another iconic line. It's great. Well, if they gave Blair the test, then they would have found out that he was the thing too. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know he's a thing. I don't know his life. Uh oh. Door's open. So he's not in there. So now they're wondering what the heck is up with Blair. So, like, what's going on, like, with Blair now? Yes. Blair. Hey, Blair, we just will give you a little blood test. No big. No big deal, Blair. Yeah, Blair's been busy. Blair's been very busy. Blair's been building a UFO. A UFO. It's a ship. Is there anybody left in this movie that you completely 100% trust still? Okay, so here's who we got left. Blair, I think, is honestly a no go. But you got McCready and Childs, and then you've got Knowles and Gary. Is there anybody left that you completely 100% trust? So, wow. So, like, 8 of the guys are already there. Because I consider Blair a lost cause right now. So, 8 of the guys are pretty much have been taken down. Oh, shut the power off. 100 below. Woo. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Apple. I mean, it's only natural to want McCready to survive. He's boss. Nope. Get out of here alive, but neither is that thing. So now they've resigned themselves to they're all going to die. But yes, I would agree with you, Apple, to just let it go back to space. But what I'm guessing is they probably didn't want to risk like the ship crashing again and potentially just like crashing on the mainland, which that would be even worse because people would be getting infected faster. That is true. This movie's done a really good job where you're pretty much second guessing everybody. Okay, in the movie so far, we are now at 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 4 seconds. Yeah, I heard there were some comics from like the point of view of the thing. Yeah, the game is pretty difficult. I remember playing it when it came out. Of course I did. Of course I played it when it came out because I very much hate John Carpenter's The Thing. Okay, so now they're just looking to blow everything up. creepy. Just like looking for someone that's the thing. They could be anywhere. Childs is MIA, like, for the time being. Like, he's gone. Blair's MIA. They don't know where the hell he's at. So now it's just McCready, Knowles, and Gary. Oh, well, they got no generator either. That's nice. That's really nice. No generator whatsoever. Okay, so they're planting the dynamite. Weird kind of storage area they got down there. Just looks like a bunch of junk. Oh no, Gary. Gary's gone. Rest in peace, Gary. We hardly knew ye. Uh, Giving the old face hand. I don't know how they did that effect, but Jesus, that had to have been painful. No, Knowles. No. Knowles! What are you doing? Yeah, let's go look for the noise. Now Knowles is gone. You never see how Knowles bites the dust, but you have to assume that he's dead. Bye, Knowles. I will say though that Poltergeist had some pretty good special effects too. Oh, I prefer the ones in the Thing, obviously biased, but yeah. McCready, why did you like the dynamite? Oh, so that way it would already be lit. That fuse has to be like really long though. Oh, here's the big amalgamation of the Thing. Gross. He just, why did he need to do that role? you too. Hell yeah. Well, see, burning doesn't help. If cellular activity is still alive, I wonder if the ashes, like if someone like breathed in the ashes of like a burnt thing, that if they would get infected. They didn't nuke the site from orbit, but they did nuke it. Oh, ouch. That would be terrible. All right, y'all. The age old question that comes up whenever you get to the end of the movie. Who do you believe is the thing at the end of the movie? Do you think McCready is? Do you think Childs? Do you think both of them? Or neither of them? What are your thoughts? Only one. Were you Childs? Where were you, Childs? Oh, I totally believe that Childs is a thing. He's acting way too suspicious. Won't last long though, neither will we. Maybe we shouldn't. Well, McCready's also kind of acting calm too, but it could be just because look, I've been through some shit. I'm done. Yeah, they just die like staring at each other like this. And I love the ambiguous ending. It doesn't, and Carpenter's known for this. His endings never completely 100% answer the question that you're asking, which is who's the thing? Who, what, who in the what, in the how? All right. So we got the credits and the music's playing right now. So the credits last for about 6 minutes. So we're at 1:42:31. So if you're just now coming in, we're at the end movie credits. And this movie to me, just I know I've seen it before, but it always goes by so fast because you just get so involved in the movie. Yeah, Carpenter never likes to answer definitive questions, like at all, at all. All right. So as the credits are going on, I've got a few. I got a few questions. Got a few questions. So about an after class discussion. Oh, let's. I here's what I would like to know too. Is the creature scarier than the paranoia it creates? So is the thing itself scary, or is the paranoia surrounding it like scary? Yes, it's a pop quiz, but there's no wrong answer though. Definitely no wrong answer. So yes, but in a different way. Okay, because it's the body horror. Okay, okay. Versus the terror of paranoia. Because okay, I get it, because you're paranoid at the fact that it could be you or somebody else that you know. Okay, let me ask about this ending too. Do you think the ending feels hopeless? Like there's no hope whatsoever? Do you feel the ending is honest? Or do you think it's just an overall perfect ending? I've always thought of the ending as honest. The ending's very honest. It's just like, hey, we're just gonna die, and I know it. So, just there you go. Excuse me. The paranoia is scarier because you conceivably fight it and it looks like a monster, but when you're not sure, it sounds like your buddy. What can you do? Yeah, what can you do? The paranoia always makes me feel like a little bit hopeless too. Perfect. But I do love a little bit of nihilism. Yep, that's a cornerstone marker of cosmic horror. Is that, excuse me, is that we're screwed. Yeah, I know, right? If the ending wasn't ambiguous, say the question was answered, it's like this guy is the thing, then yeah, we would be talking about it almost 45 years later. What scene in the movie do you feel best captures that collapse of trust? I feel the best scene that captures the collapse of trust would have to be whenever they are whenever they're fighting over who opened the blood cabinet. And I think probably because of the fact that you have only two people that had access to the cabinet, but then you remember the keys were dropped earlier, so anybody could have had access to the cabinet. And that throws that dash and sprinkle again of paranoia, which also shows that collapse of trust. Yeah, there's a lot of other really cool scenes that show that paranoia and that I don't trust you feeling. But I think the blood cabinet scene captured it perfectly, for lack of a better word, perfectly. Yeah, that's a good point. Everybody could still be human, so it's just max paranoia, like the paranoia dialed up to 11. Probably also another good scene would be like before the blood test happened. And then the last question that I have, okay, I'll have to stop the timer here in just a second because otherwise people will think the movie's still going on and it's not like a 2 hour movie. Like, why do you think that the thing works so well as a group like watch movie? Like, why is it so fun, do you think, to watch the thing with other people? I mean, I like watching it by myself, but Why do you think the thing is so fun to watch with others? And stop. There we go. I love watching it with I love watching it with people. There we go. I love watching it with people, especially people that have not seen it before, just to see the reactions. So yeah, the escape thing bits could have done it, and the humans are there arguing about which of them did it. Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. The ambiguity makes for great discussion. For sure. Yeah, it's fun like watching the jump scares with others too. Like whether like I said, whether you've seen it 1,000 million times before or you're watching it for the first time, it's just a great it's such a great awesome watch. For sure. Okay. As a reminder to everybody, the memberships are where the after class discussions will be, along with a handout, a cool little handout that I made. So, just for the memberships. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. So, I want to thank you. So, I'm going to wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for joining this Retro Horror School night class. So, this was our very first watch party. And I had such a blast. I had such a blast spending the evening or the very early morning, those of y'all in the UK. I had a blast spending time with all of you. So basically, if you enjoyed this, please let me know because I would love to continue doing other watch date release parties and eventually expand into other films as well. Also, for other members, you get early access to the watch party schedule. So definitely remember that. And for those of you who are watching this after the fact, I hope that you had a good little watch along and commentary with all of us. So, yes, definitely keep an eye out on the future schedule. If you're a YouTube member, you'll know earlier. Otherwise, follow me on Instagram and Threads at Terrific Lady. I now have a channel on Instagram where you can join, and I will throw some stuff in there. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This is a lot of fun. I may do another John Carpenter thing like here really soon. But class is dismissed for now. But I will see everybody next time in the next video or at the next watch